this is it. The top is here. And
Yeah,
so I
it's
went
time to
in,
like
I
at
sold,
least trim.
I sold all of my Bitcoin. This was like at 17,000 and some change in
For
2017.
sure.
Yeah.
That's funny. How you liking
Yeah.
the live setup, man?
I really, really like the live setup. I love all of the comments and engagement that we're getting on
Yeah.
YouTube. This
Oh
is
yeah.
a fiery room.
Dude, yeah, I'm working on it. I still got to get some like art back here or whatever, but we got the dual cameras. Um,
Hit him with that other camera, Cal, real quick.
oh man. Let's see
Hit
here.
him with
I don't
it.
know if I can hit it with him on while I'm on Zoom with you, but let me try. I
Yeah,
can hit
let's
it with
see.
them like this on the live. Let's see here. Secondary. What's up, guys? You can't see it, Jeremy, but if you're watching the live on your phone, you can see I got
Yeah.
the
I
second
got the live
camera
on
up.
my phone. Yeah, I got my live over here so I can see it.
Okay, cool. You
It
got your
looks
live on
good.
too. Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Type in
back
a
to the
nine
Zoom.
if you would love us to continue to do more lives because Dan Jansen does his live day trading room, but only for 30 minutes. But if you want to see some more YouTube live interaction with the RLT crew, hit us with some nines in that chat pane. I love a good nine. Speaking of
Hit
nines,
him with
did
the
you see
9.
AMD today?
Dude, you want to share your screen real quick?
Oh, can I do that?
I
Oh,
think you can.
let's try this out. Give me screen share capacity.
Okay.
You're gonna
Let
need to
me
make me either
make
host or co-host.
you a host.
Yeah.
All right, sir. You're a host.
There we go. All right.
The goat sharing his screen.
Here we go, family. Let me minimize some of these tabs real quick. All right. So you should be able to all see my AMD screen, and I loved this move. What's really nice about this move is we had 2 or 3 people capture it from a day trade perspective, and I'll show everyone how. Now, regarding the importance of this particular trade, I know that a lot of you aren't able to trade AMD or stocks in funded accounts, and that's okay. But the beautiful part is, and as Calvin will tell you, I love and we love investing in these big, nice, gorgeous long-term companies. And that's kind of like our swing trade. We're in it for months. You might be in it for maybe even years potentially, but generally, let's say 6 weeks to 6 months is like a really good sweet spot. That's not how you pay bills, though, right? In order to pay bills, you need something that has a little bit more meat on the bones and speed in your bank account. So what I did on AMD is me and Calvin were texting 2 days ago about AMD. And when he messaged me, I was selling some puts on AMD. Now, a put sale is, again, not a strategy that you can do in a funded account, but it's a great trade for a retirement account. It's a really good trade for a swing trade account. But if you're selling puts, I was selling some 145 puts. And what that does is it is now a time trade because this particular trade expires in July. And so what that means is for all of you watching, for everyone out there, your bills come monthly. So your investments and your 6 week to 6 month swing trades, those generally aren't going to be for paying bills. That's going to be for growth of account. You do not want to put a bunch of pressure on a long-term position because once you start doing that, you start counteracting what the point of the overall trade is, which is account size growth. But if you're going to be paying those bills, if you're going to be snapping necks and cashing checks, then you need to do something with a little bit more time component. And so this particular put sale in July, right, since I know it expires in July, I would be able to count this particular amount of money as an amount of money or amount of income that could probably pay a bill. And that was about 860 bucks, give or take. So it's like that amount of money, I can more or less go, okay, I can count that towards my bills that are going to be coming in July because that's the trade itself is a very, very high probability position on AMD. Now, if we're going to go into the NQs and talk about some of these dirty McGurdies, right? The NQs, as you're getting these trades, like when it makes these new highs, if we go into a quick 5-minute chart, again, you're not going to be aggressively, I hope, you're not going to be aggressively buying it. Now, you can just wait. You can wait for some type of position to actually come in and take hold, but you're not going to be aggressively buying because that's not a high probability trade. In fact, when a position is like this, and I would say like this, meaning kind of call out NVIDIA for a moment. Me and Calvin shot a really good video not that long ago about hunting for deer. And hunting for deer was, if you're sitting back and you're waiting for your position, whatever position you have conviction on, whatever price level you're really interested in, the trader, even though you have to pay your bills, you need to find some level of conviction of where you're going to do something and where you're not going to do something. And what that means for me is, all up in here, I am not going bearish personally, and I'm not going long-term bullish. If I'm going to do anything long-term bullish, that would be off of the long-term moving averages. So that says to me, like, I'm waiting for a nice little correction or pullback on the overall markets to really be heavily aggressively bullish again. Now, on a smaller time frame, am I able to go bullish on these moves in here on 3-minute charts or 5-minute charts or 15-minute charts or the 665 tick chart? And the answer is yes. I can absolutely go bullish on those smaller time frames. And the only way I can go bearish, and one of my, again, this is just me talking, I'm really, really, really bad at picking tops. Pretty awful at it. So I don't try to do it. What I do is I let other people call tops for me. And then once the top is beginning to form and there's some very, very clear reversal patterns, then I can go take some trades. So let's pop into a smaller time frame. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break up my futures chart, just like myself and Calvin love to trade. And I'll show you all how to do that, just in case you don't know how to do this. It's really, really fun. You can come over here into trading view, top right-hand side of your screen. There's like these two little icons. You can click on this icon and you can take these two screens and you come down here and you sync in layout. You sync the symbol, click, and you select the crosshair and you can select the time. There we go, just like that. If you have these three things laid out, what you'll notice is right here, this is the daily and this is the daily. Not that we necessarily use that, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on the left-hand side of the chart. I'm going to switch it to the 2-hour. And the 2-hour chart is, again, just what helps me identify. All this does is it helps me identify the trend. That's it. And I really like to use the 20 EMA for trend identification on the 2-hour chart for the NASDAQ. And then on your right-hand side chart, this is going to be your smaller term time frame. This was going to be up to you. Feel free to play with it. Calvin likes the 3-minute. He likes the 5-minute. I've seen him dabble in the 2-minute. I've seen him play with some tick charts from time to time. But if you pop in here to a 3-minute chart, I'm going to go and head over to the trusty dusty 10 EMA. And I'm going to go into a 3-minute chart. I'm going to pull up my 10 exponential moving average. And I'm going to show all of you where this becomes a very, very high probability trade. Now, again, I did not take this trade. I always tell you guys if I do or do not take a trade. Calvin probably did. I didn't.
You know what's funny, Jeremy? Right before you got on, we actually did set up a 10 EMA, and it's starting to work.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna look at that in just a second. So this is a high probability trade. And what I want to do is I want to talk about why, what, all the fun things. Again, I will always tell you guys if I took a trade or not. I did not take this particular trade. I was on dad duty until, well, I hopped on this call. I was taking Gabriel to his lifeguard camp in Laguna Beach. All right. So on the left-hand side chart, you have your, what is the trend direction? And Calvin yesterday, because I watched the entire live stream yesterday, it was bomb. Yesterday, Calvin tells every one of you, all right, if you are going to go bearish, you need to wait for it to be below this 20 EMA, because that means that the trend is reversing for that period of time. Until it's below the 20, just wait. Just wait, because it could trade down to the 20 and it can bounce because it's done that. What's the word I'm looking for? Before. It's done that before. So since it's come down to the 20 and bounce bullish, you want to wait for it to get below the 20. All right. So now over here on the right-hand side of the screen, what we're going to notice on the 3-minute chart is the most filthy, absolutely disgusting 10 EMA trade on the NQs. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show all of you a really, really cool little trick that I found in TradingView that you probably already know, but just in case you don't. I'm going to draw a horizontal line where the 20 EMA was at the time. So I'm going to draw it in orange. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click it and I'm going to go down to sync in layout. When I click this button, you're going to see another orange line appear on the right-hand side chart. And that orange line is going to be what? The 20 EMA on the 2-hour. So I'm going to click it and there you go. And notice now that I come over here, was this 10 EMA on the 3-minute chart, for those in the chat pane, above or below that 20 EMA? And you all are getting it correct. It was below that 20 EMA, which means it is a confirmation of double trend. You have a bearish trend on a smaller time frame, aka the first bull candle closing below the 10. And then on the left-hand side, you have the break below the 20 EMA on the 2-hour, which says, hey, I'm allowed to take this trade bearish. This right here is a trade I would wait weeks for. I would wait weeks for this trade. And if you're taking a trade bearish, this is what quote unquote confirmation looks like, because confirmation, I hope everyone's ready for this. This changed my life. Confirmation is the trend changing. That's what confirmation is. Trend changing. If you are in a bullish trend and you know the trend is bullish on whatever time frame you're looking at, you don't need confirmation, because you already know the trend's bullish. You just need to take a bullish trade. So what I'm going to do is explain that in a little bit more depth. On the left-hand time frame, this is a smaller time frame that we're trading, right? We're on 2 hours and we're on the 3-minute chart. What I'm going to do really quick is go to a bigger time frame. So I'm going to go to the daily chart. So now that we are changing time frames, now what is the trend? The trend on the daily chart is unquestionably bullish. So what that means is, since we know on this time frame the trend is bullish, there's no need to wait for confirmation. You do not need to wait for this to happen and then this to happen. And you go, oh, cool, we made a new high. Let me get in bullish there. You don't need to do that. The trend is already bullish. It's already bullish. You already know what to do. You already have the trend. So what you need to be doing is getting in lower, aka down here, based on whatever strategy you're implementing. That strategy could be a moving average. That strategy could be candles. That strategy could be Fibonacci. That strategy could be Elliott wave count. That strategy could be gap theory. That strategy could be volume profile. It could be a whole different level of strategies. But if you say, hey, here's my strategy and here's what I'm going to do, and you don't do it, then what's the point of the strategy? So the ultimate confirmation, ladies and gentlemen, is what is the change of the trend that you're looking at if you're looking for confirmation. Because that's the only confirmation that's going to happen, right? That's the only confirmation that matters, is you have to be changing of the trend. So it has to go from one direction to another. And then you can get a confirmation. And that confirmation usually is some type of candle closing past or below or above some type of moving average or some type of gap or some type of huge candle volume. So for example, right here, when the big market was pulling back, and again, on a bigger time frame, you could have known to be bullish. So this pullback was what you were looking for or what you were hoping for. But on a smaller time frame, you could have been making money on this little bearish move. The question then could have very easily have become, when did the short-term bullish, the question could have become, when would the short-term bearish trend have reversed, knowing that the overall long-term trend is still bullish, when could you have either A, gotten in bullish as low as possible, or B, reversed your short-term bearish bias into the overall bullish trend that is continuing? And one answer in this situation, which is Calvin's favorite candle. In fact, you can all call this the Calvin candle if you want to. Notice this big, nasty bear candle here with a huge volume. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on that candle. And I know it seems obvious now, but if you take the obvious now and you blend it into what should become obvious later, you can develop an actual theory and a consensus regarding your trade. So the Calvin candle, huge bear volume, huge bear candle. Calvin.
The Calvin candle. I love it.
The Calvin candle. Tell me how those traders are feeling on the green arrow candle.
Well, they're starting to feel a little. You're talking about the bearish traders, right?
Yep.
The bearish traders are definitely starting to feel a little trapped because we took out the high of that candle.
Correct. And not only did we take out the high, we also closed above.
Yeah, we did.
So both things are being correct. So now what happens is that exact candle going forward becomes a consensus point where old resistance becomes a new support. So now you're able to buy at the pink line as a support level. And this is when the short-term bear bias, long-term bull trend begins to shift. And if you've ever watched any one of my videos, and I mean any of them, from 2015, 2014, 2016, 2017, I had some videos in 2018. I heard I did videos in 2019. I heard I was knocking out videos in 2020, 2021. Your boy's been around for over a decade. The 100 simple moving average has always been in every one of my videos. And look at what is right there, greeting all of the buyers who are so excited and ready for some big life-changing money. That was an amazing opportunity. And all the way up here, good job on your short, Calvin. Well done. The short's printing.
Yeah, man, it's getting crazy out there right now.
The short's printing. This high, you can't go long on this breakout because it's too high. We're too far away from everything. Yes, the trend is bullish. And again, I don't know how many people are big wave fans in here, but I'm a huge wave fan guy. I love Elliott Wave. And I mean, if you're interested in, look at that wave count, that is brilliantly perfect. You got yourself a nice little retest gap right here, which means that price action needs a retest anyway. We're at all-time highs. A cute little one of these, and then we can be back on the races is absolutely reasonable. So I love the fact that Calvin led all of you into a short up here because his plan was yesterday, if it breaks below the 20, that is a confirmation of the short-term trend reversing.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The GOAT right here. Yeah, so if you guys are looking at NQ, we took the 10 EMA right there. I'm sure, Jeremy, if you pull your chart up, you can see it. But just absolutely dumping right now.
Yeah. No, this is a great trade, man. You're killing it.
Here you go, you guys. This is kind of what it looks like. I took it off when we broke that low. I'm not going to lie. I didn't hold all the way down into this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red candles, but it was a nice 1.2 hour win. Easy day. I mean,
you made 1.2, Calvin?
Yes, sir.
Real money on a stream?
Real money on a stream. Here, let me actually, if you make me the host again. See here. How do I do it? Reclaim host. You, bro. Okay. Reclaim host, and I'm going to share my screen just so you can see it, Jeremy.
But, I see it. I got you right here, dog.
I know. I want you to see it in real time, though.
Oh, big boy.
Can you see that on Zoom?
Oh, that's so filthy.
So
now, Calvin, do you see, does anyone else see, maybe hit me with some eights. Does anyone else see this chart pattern in here? And if you do, tell me what that chart pattern is. And then I'm going to have Calvin explain the sentiment behind that pattern and why this thing just absolutely dumped.
Yeah. Does anyone want to take a stab here? Drop a comment why this was a good trade.
Joe got 2 R's on that, Calvin. Good job, Joe.
Woo! Joe, you took that with me? Thank you.
Yeah. She's a monster.
She is a monster. Jeez.
She's a little bit of a different animal.
Let's see here. Compression. That's kind of an answer. There's something a little more though. S curve. Sure. But I think what Jeremy's asking is specifically what happened right there near all those moving averages.
Yep, there's a chart pattern right there. David, you're super close.
Super close.
I wouldn't say that's even wrong.
I wouldn't say that's wrong either.
You just gotta read my mind.
There it is, Joe.
Double top.
Double top.
All right.
So
walk us through the double top, Calvin. What do you see? Okay. What's there?
So let's just go over like the whole morning here. So I mean, I woke up and it was just doing this in the pre-market, right? Then right here, market opens. We get this big dump. I don't trade the first hour. That's just a rule. I just don't. Okay.
Wait a minute. Can you pause there for just a second?
Sure.
You said that you don't trade the first hour.
I don't.
And that's a rule?
That's a rule for me.
And you followed it?
I have 3 rules. Rule 1 is I don't trade the first hour, ever. Rule 2, that pink line on the screen, that's the 50 EMA on the 1 hour. Or at Jeremy's case, he was doing the 20 EMA on the 2 hour. It's basically the same thing. If I'm below that, I'm only looking for bear trades. If I'm above that, I'm only looking for bull. So this morning, I missed this move, right? Because I don't trade the first hour. So I would not have taken that. Even though that's the one Jeremy called out. Jeremy's a master at the first hour of trading, but he's also been trading for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? I just don't trade the first hour. So then I was like, okay, cool. Well, I have to wait. So then when we came back up and we made this lower high, right? And we ran straight into my pink line, the 50 EMA on the 3 minute and VWAP. I was like, okay, let's wait for the setup. So you had a 10 EMA here set up, but you see it actually didn't get triggered in, right? Because we had a bear close above the 10, so that kind of cancels that out. So your next setup was there, okay? So I just set it up right there. Stop above. And actually, when I got on the live, we had to wait for a retest. So we got filled on the retest. And then down she goes. And I just took it off at a new low. You know, I didn't get greedy. I mean, obviously, if you held this thing, great job. But I was just like, if we make a new low, I'm going to take it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, Calvin, you mentioned your rules. You got 3, and thank you for outlining those rules. I hope you all wrote those down. If you could be so kind to tell us, how did you determine and come up with that rule of not trading the first hour?
I will tell you right now. I'm going to make them nice and big for you guys. Rule number 1, I don't trade the first hour. Well, I've been trading for 5 years, and every time I trade the first hour, I mean, not every time. I've had days where I've won in the first hour, but for the most part, I just don't win in the first hour. It's like a 20 or 30% win rate, and like, you know, it's just, and it stresses me out too. Like, what I find is if I trade the first hour, that means my morning is starting with trading. I'm kind of stressed out. I just woke up. I'm kind of tired. I mess it up. Then I'm chasing the market all day. I like to wake up, enjoy my morning, have a little coffee, maybe go for a walk, come back and just see like, okay, the market's been open for an hour. Like, what's it doing? Like, for me, that just works better, right? But it's just based on win and loss ratio. I just have never done that great in the first hour.
So you're telling me, hold on, let me repeat what I'm hearing you say. I'm hearing you say you took trades. You traded the market with real money. You learned from your mistakes and you reviewed, you went over your history. You spent time going over your historical trades and went, I suck in the first 60 minutes.
I'm just not that good.
I'm not making money. I'm not making money in the first 60 minutes. And I want to. And I hear all these traders on YouTube, how they make a car payment in the first 20 minutes all the time. And I'm not that person. So what I do is I'm hearing you say you build a rule protecting your profits and allowing you to have the highest probability, less emotional trades.
Correct. Because I'm someone that has I would say I'm a very motivated person, but I do have a delicate brain chemistry and I have to really watch what I do with it. So for me, waking up first thing, slamming coffee, going to my computer and trading the first hour, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me. For some of you, you crush it, but for me, it doesn't. And I'm here to make money. I'm not here to like stress myself out, right?
Hold on. That's a great quote. Are you telling me that you can make money without stress?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I think this is a Jeremy quote. It can be as hard or as easy as you want it to be, right?
Amen. Amen to that.
So rule number 2 is if I drink, I can't trade for 48 hours.
But you got to drink water, Calvin. What are you talking about over here?
Alcohol. If I drink, let's put this in bourbon, because you know it's going to be bourbon. All right, that's rule number 2.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's rule number 2, guys. And these are my day trading rules, by the way. I have slightly different ones for swing trading, but these are my day trading rules.
Can everyone hit me with a 7 if that rule would help you at all in your life? Now, I would love to give a shout out to my boy Calvin, who's sober this entire year so far.
Yes, sir.
So number 2 isn't an issue for him right now, but he's keeping that rule, and he's also staying sober, which he has realized, and he'll tell you very quickly that has been one of the top 3 reasons he's very, very profitable this year. He's made a lot more money this year than all the trading years combined.
Oh, guys, this year's been ridiculously better. Ridiculously better in terms of business income, trading, just life, relationships. I don't know. It's a game changer. And like drinking isn't the only thing you need to like improve in your life, right? But it's one thing that a lot of people don't think is a problem, but it actually secretly kind of is, and it can snowball really, really fast, you know? Because it's like, oh, I had a glass of wine on Sunday night. Who cares? It's like, yeah, no big deal, right? We're all adults here. But then it's like you wake up Monday morning and you're like a little cloudy, just a little bit, but like not enough, but just a little bit. And you don't see that one candle. And because you didn't see that one candle, you're stopped it and go in the right place. And you lose on the trade. And then it's like, now, and then your mom calls and she stresses you out. And before you know it, you're down 2 hours on Monday. And the rest of the week, you're psychologically all messed up. Now, was that from one glass of wine on Sunday? I don't know. You can make the argument that it wasn't. But for me, it's just like, I want to come into the market every day like my best.
But Calvin, since you can make the argument that it was also, right? You can make the argument that it wasn't, you can make the argument that it was. I told Calvin, and I told him for a while, one of the reasons I stopped drinking at one point in my life, I was fully sober for 2 years on everything. I didn't have honey. Like I didn't put anything into my body other than just food and water. 2017, 2018, and actually a little bit of 2019 too. Anyway, so I realized I woke up one morning and I missed a trade that would have been 1.6 hours. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, and it wasn't generally speaking, but it was the fact that I missed it because of one reason. I slept in.
Yeah.
That was it. I planned it the night before. I knew I was going to take it. If I had my if-then statements, all that stuff, I drank. Calvin calls it the tipping point. I just had that one little that took me over, and it was a downhill roller coaster. And I missed that trade because I slept in. And I said to myself that morning, I was like, I'm not going to drink for a very long time.
It's just, I don't know, man. It's just like one little thing, but you know, this isn't a podcast on sobriety, but think about it, guys. I challenge you, even just do 30 days and just see how your trading changes. You might be really surprised. I was like a heavy drinker, like every day I was drinking like a lot, and it was just like ruining my life kind of thing, ruining my trading, and I was in denial. But anyways, rule number 3, and we've talked about it already on this, is just that 50 EMA on the 1 hour, bear or bull. It just determines what I'm trading that day. And like a lot of you might be like, oh, well, there's going to be some days where we're below the 50 EMA and we get like a really nice snapback retest to it. And, that would have been a bull trade for sure. But like, you got to filter these out a little bit. Cause like every day there's quite a few 10 EMA setups. So and Jeremy preached this to me forever. And I would always be like, no. He's like, dude, you're just over trading. And I was like, but there has to be a system. Like, I was just so convinced that like I could find the perfect system that works all the time. And it's just like, doesn't exist. So for me, I was just like, okay, I'm not going to trade the first hour and I'm going to do the 50 EMA thing. And I'm just not going to drink. And like, that was enough. Like those 3 things were enough to kind of like turn the corner. So those are my 3 rules for day trading. And the only 2 strategies I really do are the 10 EMA. And sometimes I will just like, so Jeremy, I was kind of telling you about this, but the other strategy I do sometimes is if we're clearly going in a direction, and this is just the S curve, guys. If we're clearly going in a direction, when we get our retest, I will short at the 50 EMA on the 3-minute.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So in this case, if I had done it, I just would have put my stop above that.
Yeah.
Lower high, and then I just target 1.3. And you just hope it rolls over. That's it. Like,
Well, yeah, that's the point. The trend. You're getting into the trend, and then at that point, there's nothing you can do. So your hope, like you said, your process, your thoughts, your perspective is, I really believe, trust, praying, whatever, that the overall trend continues to hold up for this short period of time.
Yeah, and it's like a more aggressive entry. I mean, there's always pros and cons to every strategy, right? It's a more aggressive entry, but you get a better entry, right? Like if you had waited for the 10 EMA, you're not getting in until down here or down here. But you have more confirmation, right? It's this more conservative, safer entry. So it's up to you, like what you want to do. It's just something like on a choppy day, this isn't a very good strategy, right? I mean, most strategies aren't on a choppy day, but like, I don't know, just something to consider. But those are the only 2 I do. I don't like switch midday, like, oh, well, I'm going to scalp now. Okay, actually, I'm going to like day trade. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to turn it into a swing trade. Like I don't mix strategies. I'm a big pyramid guy, but I don't find that pyramids work very well for me on day trades. It's more of a swing thing for me. But yeah. Yep. Let's go.
Love it.
Man, look at this, Jeremy. We're getting a little sell-off here today. Look at this on the 4-hour.
Yeah, it's nice. Really nice evening star reversal on the 4-hour. I'd love a trade back to here later tonight, tomorrow, and then just catch one more little push down, and then from there I'd be back to looking for some type of long. But feel free, ladies and gentlemen, to take a screenshot of that and watch for that to happen over the next between now and Friday night. So we got 36 hours, and I'm quite confident someone here will be able to catch a trade that's gonna formulate into that.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Me too.
Yeah, and if we come out here to the daily, I mean, let me get rid of these. So, Jeremy, what's your opinion on this gap right here?
Opinion is that gap will fill before the 20th of July. So we got 1 month before that.
Okay. Got it. So you think this could pull back here, then go higher, maybe do like this, and then finally maybe we'll get that before the end of July.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm down with that. Just so you guys know, what I'm doing on a swing trading perspective is I went ahead and started a pyramid, and I don't recommend this to everyone. Okay. This is not like the bet. When we're talking about high probability trades, this isn't the most high probability trade. Okay. I'm just basing this completely off of the fact that we hit 80 on the RSI, but I'm going to go ahead. I bought my first one today. I'm going to set up like a pyramid, kind of like this. And I'll buy 1 put, 2, 3, and then I'll probably be done. And then I'll buy them for August. And if I'm wrong, I'll lose like whatever, $1,000, $1,500. I'm not buying a lot of them. And if I'm right, sick. Cool. I mean, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because you got a little gap down here too. I mean, in the best case scenario, something happens next month with the election, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Because it is an election year, guys, and there will be some volatility in the second half of the year. There has to be. There has to be, man.
Oh yeah, that is extremely true.
I mean, let's see here. Just for fun.
For funsies.
Just for funsies. Let's look at. So I was pointing this out the other day. This was the last time we touched the 80s on the RSI for Qs. We had this, and actually, Jeremy, you sold on September 1st, didn't you? Wasn't this your like famous? You got in cash?
No, not that one.
I swore.
I'm trying to think of like it was Biden, right after Biden's election.
Anyways, the point I'm making here is that in the second half of the election year, it's just kind of very similar, right? Running up, and then in the second half of the election year, in this case, it was in September, 14% pullback. Then we had another one here, 10%. This was all before the election took place. Even this little one, that was 6%. I mean, I'm expecting some volatility again, for sure. So we'll see.
June 8th, 2020 is when I went all cash.
Oh, June 8th. Okay.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
This little drop right here, which was also substantial. I mean, this was 7%. I mean, that's no joke.
Yeah. Yeah. And
awesome.
it exactly. Yeah, it was at the level of resistance because it was still one of those where mostly I didn't have tons and tons of positions in the Qs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it pulled back to the previous resistance, had a really, really good run. And then after this dip and this dip, I started getting nice and long again.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And I bet you had the 100-day holding you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The 100 day.
I wish I was cool. I do the same thing all the time.
Dude, that 100 and 200 are just spicy.
Yeah. Well, everyone, thanks for joining me on the stream. I'm going to dip out. I have another webinar to attend in just a few moments, but I appreciate hanging out with my boy, Calvin. Calvin, thanks for putting this together. If you're here on the YouTube, type a 4 if you had a fun time, because Calvin, he is a great trader, and I will give him a quick shout out. One of the awesome things I love about Calvin that has made him good is the amount of time he's put in, because Calvin has edited, and I would say probably on a low number, 4,000 hours of my videos, and he's heard my voice say the same.
It's good though. It's good practice. It's good practice for sure.
So thank you, Calvin, for making me appear to be well rehearsed and well spoken, and for making my videos look polished and perfect.
Dude, of course. We want to do more of these, guys, and like, I'm actually going out to California next month, and me and Jeremy are going to be doing some stuff out there. So lots of more content coming.
Yep. Thank you, Apex, for allowing us to have a really extremely exciting stream, and for allowing us to partner with you and create incredible value for so many traders all around the world.
Yes. All right.
All right, guys.
All right, man.
I'm out.
Talk later.
I'll see you, Calvin. Love you, big guy.
Later, dude. All right, guys. That was Jeremy. I hope you all enjoyed that. All right, guys. Type in a 4 if you took that 10 EMA trade and made money. I know Joe made 2 Rs. Who else took it? Would love to know. Cal, are you in Atlanta? No, I'm actually in Nashville. I am actually in Nashville, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys. So type in a 5 if you took that, or sorry, a 4 if you took that trade. And check this out. This is kind of fun. This is the Trading View watch. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll just show it to you real quick. That is the Trading View watch right there. The time is completely wrong, so don't judge me. But that is the Trading View watch. Pretty cool. They only made like 500 of them. I love to wear it. It's cool. You can get them on eBay if you really want one. There's people reselling them, but yeah, man. Oh, I didn't trigger it on the retest. Shoot. Sorry, man. I know. It was like a tick, like the entry, like depending on where you had the entry, it was like a tick. Like, so close. But right on. Let me switch back to this camera. Cool. How's the stream coming through, guys? Is the quality good? I'm considering I'm considering doing this stream in 4K. You know, maybe even like 60 FPS for you camera nerds. Let me know if the stream is looking good, or if you want the quality a little higher, I can bump it up. You know, I got fiber internet, so I can probably do it. But I just want to know like how it's looking on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer. Let me know. All right, guys, let's get back into the stuff. Here we go. All right. Good. All right, so let's go back to NQ. Three minute. All right, now this is hilarious. This is hilarious. We had this drop. Okay, so you had two trades you could have taken. One was here when we touched the 50 EMA. We talked about this. Okay, I target 1.3R. The other trade was here. Okay, that's your 10 EMA. Stop probably there. Remember, you don't want to do more than like a 50-point stop. Target 1.3. Okay, unless you're Joe and you took it down here and got 2 Rs like a boss. So now guys, if I want to take a trade, we did get the 10 EMA reset right there. Okay. So I can do this one of two ways. If we get a bull candle closing under the 10, I can short it again with the stop. Like I said, somewhere up here, not more than 50 points. Target 1.3. I mean, we have moved a lot today, so be careful. If you're going to short now, I mean, like, you know, what's the ATR on this? Average true range on the daily is 270 points. Today in total from the open, we've moved 130. But if you look at the total range from the top, today's total range is 375. So keep that in mind. If you look from the open to the low, that's about 200. I don't know. We could drop another 70 points, but just keep that in mind. ATR is a great thing to look at. But another trade you could take, so you guys can take this if you'd like. Another one is if we did get back up here to the 50, right? You could take it up there. Okay. What do you guys think? What's the better trade? For me, personally, I would like to do this trade if it gets back up there, because you have this resistance here. At that time, the 50 EMA will probably be down there. That's the trade I would take. But I mean, you could mess around and take the other one, you know? Oops, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. I need to get my controls under control. Okay. So, yeah, we're just kind of waiting. Let's take a look at ES. ES is doing the same thing. Okay. And for you trend line lovers, let's go ahead and draw a trend line, because why not? And I'll make this a different color because I'm already using orange. I'll do yellow. Yellow's cool. So you got a trend line right there too. So this is making me even love this trade even more. If this comes up and we get up to here, right? Kind of in this zone is a great place to short, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. If we break above this trend line, I'd probably get out. And definitely I'd get out if we break above that, or if we start closing above VWAP. So really, I mean, we're talking about, let's see how much risk we'd be putting on. If I got in, let's say, I don't know, there-ish, okay? Stop above here, 67 points. That's not bad. Like I said, I like to do more of like a 50-point stop. So probably what I would do is I would like short one contract here and maybe like two right at the trend line, and then have my stop above VWAP and above above this too, if I could manage, and just target 1.3 down into here. So up to you guys. If that sets up, I will take that trade. And like I said earlier, some of you may want to take this trade right here that's setting up. So this is a 10 EMA. Did that close under the 10? Not technically. It's close enough. You could also do this. So these are your 2 trade ideas. One's like that. And the other is up here. Something kind of like that, okay? Type of 1, okay, so if you want to do this one, type of 1, and if you want to do this one, type of 2. Which one do you guys like better? 1 or 2? I want to know. Which one do you guys like better? Let me know. I'll set it up. Why not? So if we break that, I'll get in long. I'm willing to take 2 trades here. We already won on 1 trade, but that was in my other account. So if I get filled here, okay, I'm in. I'm in on the 10 EMA. Let's see what happens. And my stop, like I said, I'm going to do a 50-point stop. So target would be there, a new low. $50-point stop. Now, how much am I risking? We got a mix here. Joe says 1, Dale says 2, Callie says 1, B Smith says 2. Okay, well, like I said, I'll try both. All right. Pop quiz. If I get stopped out on this, how much will I lose? If I get stopped out on this trade, how much will I lose? Who knows? It's a 50-point stop. Someone's got to answer this. $500? No, close. In Q is 20 points a stop. 1,000. Yep, got it. Dale Ryan, 50, man. 50, man. No, so Joe, so check it out. For everyone that said 500, come down here. What are we trading? The NQ. It's $20 a point. What's 20 times 50? 1,000. Okay. It's working. And if I hit target, which is 65, how much will I make? It's pretty easy math because this is 1 to 3, right? So you just take 1,000 and you times it by 1.3, so I'd make $1,300 basically. Now, what could I be doing right now? Oh, yeah, I was saying M and Q. Oh, got you. Yeah, yeah. ES is different. Yeah. Well, a 50-point stop on ES would be $2,500 of risk. Got it? Oh, M and Q. Nah, but even M and Q would have been $100 of risk. So you guys are all, I'm just kidding. You guys are smart. Smarter than me, probably. Cool. So this trade's working. I'm just going to take it off for a second so you guys can see my face. I'll just talk to you guys for a second. So one thing that I really love about Apex in particular is the ability to trade multiple accounts. So if you guys wanted to trade multiple accounts, you could actually buy like 5 and link them all. So you could buy a bunch of 25K accounts, link them all, And then when you take a trade in one, it takes them in all of them. Now, I don't have that set up here currently, but if we pop back over, I can just show you. So this was the other account I took a trade in today. Okay. And will it show me? I don't know if it shows me the P&L, but I made I just took one MNQ in this. The reason this is so low, so I actually had made, I had reached 26,600, which is the threshold for you to request a payout. I requested $1,500, which is the max you can ask. And then for that size account. And then today I only had like $180 of wiggle room. So I just took like one micro. I made $130. So now I'm up to 350. I've got 350 of playroom. So I got to grow this back up because remember, as you grow the account, you have that trailing threshold, and then it locks at 25K. So I took a withdrawal, so I'm close to it again. All right. So it's better to grow your account further. That way you're further away from that locked value, but whatever. I just wanted to get a payout. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, $1,500. Hello. I love it. It's awesome. All right, guys, let's pop over to the other account. Let's see how we're doing here. I'm up $500. 500. And remember, I gotta get to 3,000 to unlock this account. Man, this trade back here, if I had, if I had held that, wow, it dropped 150 points. I could have unlocked the account with one NQ contract if I held that entire move. Now, would I have held that entire move? Probably not. After probably the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. When this hammer came in, well, but the hammer touched it. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I probably would have gotten out on the 5th or 6th candle. Oh, guys, let's go. Break the low. We going to target? Are we? Dude, did anyone take this with me? If so, this is hilarious if this hits target. Don't double bottom. Don't double bottom on me now. All right. Come on. I just need like 20 more points. Flush. Oh, guys, this is going to hit target. I can tell. The Bears are out here today. Calvin, you on a 3-minute chart? Yes, I am. I'm on a 3-minute chart. Oh, so close to target. Whew, that hurts. That's the worst when you get that close. Come on down. And remember, guys, there's no need to be stressed about this, okay? Like, if you paid $20 or $40 or $50 for your account, depending on what size you got, and used our code REAL, there's no reason to be stressed out, okay? This isn't a real $1,000 you're risking, okay? Now, I get it. Once you get into a PA account, it's like, oh, but I could get a payout. It's like, that's how they kind of get you. But, like, just got to remain calm, okay? Just got to remain calm. It's going to hit target. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so close to target. Come on down. Come on down, Charlie Brown. Oh, so close. If this candle closes like this, I might have to do a Newsom nudge. I don't know. You guys know what that is? It's when you like almost hit target and you have to nudge it down a little more. It's crazy. It's something that Jeremy does, but I'm like, dude, you're psycho. You're psycho. I think this will wick down. Oh, inches, centimeters from target. It's so funny. Maybe I have to do the Newsom nudge. We'll see. By the way, this isn't healthy, guys. You shouldn't just like watch candles like this. Like you should get up and walk away and have like a 20-minute timer. And you know, when it fills, it fills. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be watching. Like I know we're on a live, so it's cool. But in general, I would totally just like walk away, be doing my thing, you know, set an alert. You know, this is what I'm talking about. You can really stress yourself out if you watch every candle. Be careful about that. Is a 25K account supposed to cost 20? It depends on what discount they're running. So I think right now, if you use code REAL, you get 80% off. So if the price is normally, I think, let me see here. The price is normally 167. So 167 times 0.2, 33 bucks. When they're running the 90 off, it's like 20. So I think right now it's like 30 for a 25K. Are you using volume candles by chance? I would have taken profit already in my paper hands. Yeah, I probably should have, but you know, it is what it is. Just letting this play out. At this point though, guys, I probably would have moved my stop down to like here. So I will move my stop to like there, right? Just to minimize risk a little bit, right? My candles look totally different. Are you on delayed data? So on TradingView, you have to pay for live data. Or if you're logged in on your Tradeovate through Apex, you'll get the live data. So are your candles just delayed? Yes, it is being calculated in real time. Let me show you real quick that. I'm gonna pull this down here and log into my Tradeovate. I'll show you guys that trick. One second. So this is actually a really cool thing that I'm going to show you guys real quick. All right. And by the way, like we totally have to do a Newsom nudge now. So we're going to do, I'll nudge it down to, hold on. Let me calculate. I'll nudge it down to 1.5R. 1.4. Okay. So now I'm trying to get, well, you know what? No, let's nudge it down to 1.5. Like we missed it. If it's going to come down, it's going to come down hard. How about right there? So you guys want to see the trailing drawdown thing? Yes, I will show you that right now. 1 second. I'm just logging in on my other screen so you guys can't see my my password. Okay. So here's my Tradeovate. Oops. So here's my Tradeovate account. And what we are looking for is this right here. So I have drawdown auto. Okay. So drawdown auto shows you the value that it can't drop to. I'm pretty sure in the total account. This is distance drawdown. So I have $1,600, but if I drop down another $1,600, this account will blow up. Okay. Even though I'm up on the trade. See that? So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. See what happens here though. I got my stop nice and above this big candle. Hopefully we come back down into here. That'd be nice. This big bull candle is concerning, I'm not going to lie. Like, it's kind of a big one. So, if we come down maybe to here again, I might take it off. We'll see. Because that would be, let me see. If we come back to there, 40 points, that'd be $800. It's not a bad win. Having issues with connection. Who can I contact? Apex is not helping. Having issues connecting what? I can help you, bro. Connecting what exactly? So yeah, so I've been in this trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 candles. My stop was up here. You know, I moved it down to half risk. My Ninja Trader. Yeah, I'm not really well versed on Ninja Trader, man, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. Let's take a look at platinum. What's platinum doing? I'm actually in a platinum trade. So my platinum trade, if you guys want to see it, I'll just clear this off. You don't see it on here because I have it in my other account. But my platinum trade was a 10 EMA on the 4-hour. So I got in above that candle right there. And my stop's down there. And I'm targeting kind of up into this area, I think. And actually today, I went ahead and, because I've been in this trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Basically, my stop should be like here, technically. But right now I have my stop all the way up there. Just because I don't want to lose money. I'd rather put it in the green and just not worry about it. Okay, guys, this NQ trade being stubborn. And you know, we talked about this. Like, this was a risky trade, right? Because it's like we've already moved so much today. So, best case scenario here, guys, I'd say is, and technically my stop should be maybe a little higher. Because if I move it to like there, I don't know. I don't want to lose too much. I'm going to leave it right there where it was. Best case scenario here is we roll over into here. I take it off. Just take like the $1,000. And then guess what? If we lose, I get another shot up here. I get another shot up there, which I'll only have about $800 left on my trailing drawdown to play with. Okay, any questions? Any questions from everybody here? How about some music? I'm going to turn that off. All right. So here comes NQ back down. I just realized if I play music in here, it's going to come through the mic. You guys are going to get feedback. So I got to get headphones if I want to do that. All good, though. How do I see my drawdown? So if you come over here to your Tradeovate, you can see it. You just got to add. So you come over here to these little gears, and you just make sure you have drawdown, auto liquid level, and distance drawdown net liquid. So this is going to show you the level at which you would get stopped out at your account. And this is going to show you in real time what distance you have, if I'm not mistaken. So right now, like, I would have to draw down another $1,800 to get stopped out. And what's nice, guys, is if you take this with micros, like I could have opened up 10 micros and then I could be trimming and stuff, but I just took the full size NQ. Full size NQ. Okay. It's coming down. It's coming down into our zone. I think if we come down into here, I'll just take it off, honestly, because I think we could head and shoulders down here, inverse head and shoulders, and then shoot up. I will take this trade up here, though. If we get up here, I will. See if we can get it. Give me 2 seconds, guys. How do I do this? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. How much, like, who's enjoyed this so far today? Just curious, like, was this helpful? Like, do you guys enjoy trading with me, or like, do you like other traders, trading with other traders more? I mean, it's okay if you do, like, and I'll take feedback. Is there something you want to see me doing more of, less of? Just let me know. Let me know. Zoom in here for you guys so you can see the action. So like I said, I will take it off here if we get down like about halfway through this candle, just because I don't know. I don't really want to challenge it. Yeah, about halfway through that candle, I would take it off right there. Because, guys, what I don't want to see happen is this, and then I get an inverse head and shoulders, right? And then it shoots up. And the only reason, guys, is because we've moved so much already today. We've already moved down a lot. So I'll take the little $800 win here and just call it good. Wow, I didn't get filled there. Oh, my gosh. Did you guys see that? What?
Order filled.
Here we go. Filled. Made my money. Watch it come down now and hit our target. That always happens, right? But as you can see, I made about $800 in the account today. So for me, I'm feeling good. I made $800 in this account. I made about 130 in this one. Like I said, with this one, I'm being a little more conservative because I'm so close to the stop out level. I get stopped out at 25K here. Okay. And the only reason is because I took a $1,500 withdrawal and I'm locked at that 20, my trailing drawdown is locked there. And you can see that, right? You can see that my auto, that's where I get blown up, is at 25,100. That's why I was so tight on that. That's why I only took one little micro, because I don't want to lose this account. I already got the payout in the account, so I don't really care. But yeah, it'd be nice to grow it again and get the payout again, right? So anyways, that is that. Who took that trade with me? Did anyone make any money? It's great if you do another, maybe start after the first hour. Yeah, I could. The only thing is RLT runs like a Zoom live during that time. So, but yeah, I can try to start a little earlier. Maybe we can start like 30 minutes earlier. Did anyone take that trade and make money with me? First time with you on the mic. So far, so good and great trades. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is cool to do like futures live. So I already took my little, I mean, really that was kind of a scalp, guys. I mean, not really, but like, you know, and look at, we are getting that hammer here. This is kind of what I was afraid of. Because just this, we have this big bull candle, but it could totally pound through here. But yeah, if I'm going to take another trade later today, what I would want to see is that 50 EMA setup. What would be really cool is if this came up, didn't close above that, hit this 50 and got rejected again. That would be a sick trade. That would be a sick trade. That'd be something I'd be into for sure. Hey, my friends are texting me like, hey man, I see you on the live. It's pretty funny. All right, guys. So who took that trade? Don't have an account yet. I had a higher entry and was out earlier. Okay, cool. Oh, dude, congrats. I always like want to like give a shout out to anyone that like gets a better entry than me. Like, good job. Seriously. Like, I'm not like the know-it-all. Like man, look at this. This is going to break and hit my target probably. That's funny. All good. Whatever. I guess what I could have done is I could have drawn this trend line and been like, if we break above that, but I didn't. Hindsight's 2020, right, guys? I still made $800. Not tripping. And then the other account I made like 150. So about $1,000 day in Apex for me, which I'll take that. I'll take $1,000 day. No problem with me. Way to be done, Dale. Way to follow your rules, man. To know when to quit, you know? You don't look stressed. How do you deal with it? Well, first of all, this is a prop account, right? That's the first thing. So we're not trading our own money. We're trading other people's money. So that's fine. I think of the sign-up fee. How much was the sign-up fee? Did I pay $30, $50, $100 to sign up? That's all I'm really risking here. This is just really good practice. I'm putting in reps. Now, if I treat this correctly and I keep doing that, the reward is a payout. Now, in a real trade, the stress would be a little higher, but I probably wouldn't be risking $1,000 on a real trade. My R for day trades is 500. And then my swing trade R is, it depends. I'll be honest. Sometimes I'll risk 1,000. Sometimes I'll risk more. Sometimes I'll risk 5,000 on a swing trade, if I'm being completely honest. But probably typically my max risk on a swing trade is between like 1,000 and 3,000, I'd say, 5 would be like if I'm like freaking sure, like, or, you know, you can never really be sure, but just if I was like, okay, like I really feel good about this, you know. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, dude, inverse head and shoulders, just like Calvin said, it's going to come up and then I'm going to get the 10 EMA set up long. You can take that if you'd like, but I will not be taking that trade. Can someone tell me why I will not be taking that trade? Why wouldn't I take that trade right there? I mean, come on. Double bottom, right? 10 EMA setup. If it sets up and go, why wouldn't I take it? I'll throw this on and give you a clue. Why wouldn't I take that trade? Me, personally. Yeah. For me, if we're under that pink line, I'm not looking for longs. I'm just not. And guess what? It would probably work, but I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to try to call a bottom or call a top in a day trade scenario. Now with swing trading, it's a little different because I can pyramid in, right? I can go slowly in, but I'm just not going to mess around. I mean, today is just so bare. I mean, look at this. The bears are in control today. And honestly, guys, this can continue to drop. This can drop to here today. It doesn't have to stop. So it looks like this is going to break. And if it does, I should have stayed in. But, you know, that's okay. We can just talk about that. Okay, like, I didn't stay in. I wasn't patient enough. Blah, 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 blah. You know, I let a big bull candle scare me. Okay. I mean, I still made money, so I'm not tripping. But, yeah. Okay, and there it goes. So probably would have hit target now. Definitely. So what's cool is that trade would have worked. It was right here, guys. This was the trade. It was a 50-point stop. Targeted 1.5. I guess we haven't officially hit it yet. Okay, now we did. So that would have worked with the Newsom nudge. I took it off around here, or I think it was like actually like there for $800. Still a great trade. Still a really good trade, honestly. You know, if you say that your R is 500, right? If you say that your R is 500, because I'm in a $50,000 account, right? A lot of you guys trade this way. $50,000 account times 0.01, so $500 would be my R, and a 1.3 win is 650. So technically, I mean, shoot, what did I do here? I had like a 1.6 R win if you're saying that my R was 500. You know? What I like to do is take out the stop out level though, so which is 2,500, and I like to divide that by like 3. So that's actually my R is 833. So I basically made an R in this account. That's what I like to do for prop accounts. In a real account, I would do either 1 or 2%. Some of you like to do 2%, which would be $1,000 R. I have to work on being able to hold. I mean, here's the thing with holding. You'll never get a big winner if you never hold, right? That's the only way you're ever going to get a big winner is if you hold. Do you ever just trail it down? Yeah, no, for sure. And I could have done that, honestly. Like if we had taken this trade up here, I totally would have done that. But the only reason I took it off right there was because of how much we've already moved today, right? we've already moved 350 points since, let's see here, since 6 a.m. We've already moved 350 points. So I'm like not trying to push it, right? We've already had a drop, another drop, right? And now we're getting another one. So good for anyone that's continuing to short this. It's working. But yes, normally, like if I had taken, like, so I'll show you the way I normally do it. Like on this short, right? So what I typically do is every like 20 minutes, I'll move my stop. So my stop would have been there, right? And then I'll move it to there after 20 minutes, then there after 20 minutes, then there, then there, then there, right? Then there. So I totally could have done this. Every 20 minutes, I move it about 0.2, 0.3 R down. So yeah, some of you could have been still in this original 10 EMA play if you wanted to. Trailing it down works great on trending days like this. Most days aren't this directional though. I'd say this right here where it just falls all day long, that only happens like 20 or 30% of the time. Or when it's bullish all day long, you know, usually it's like your day is going to be like come up, something like this, then it comes, you know what I mean? So, okay. What would my next trade be? Am I going to take another 10 EMA? Technically, that was a 10 EMA, kind of. I mean, it didn't close under the... Well, let me do this, because this is actually not the 10 right now. That's the 10. I was looking at the 9. So yeah, that was another 10 EMA you could have taken right there. But it wasn't the first one. That's the first one. Yeah, Jake Iverson. What's up, dude? That's my cousin. Popping in here, saying what's up. Jake just graduated. He's killing it, killing the game. You could have just trailed it, but $800 is a great win. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, hindsight's 2020. If I had done this again, I probably would have done like, you know, so my stop was here. And I had moved my stop to there. That's where my stop was. We came up and we came down, and I could have just trailed it right to there. I could have just put it at break even, you know, totally. When we got down to here, I could have put it at break even. But if we had shot up, I would have made no money. So instead, I was like, I'll just take the 800 right there. Is what it is. And once again, I did that because we've already moved 350 points from the morning, which if you look at the ATR, that's the only reason I got spooked. If you look at the ATR, the average is 270. So we moved 100 points past the normal ATR, right? You can see, you can even look at the spikes. So we had a spike up here. It was 350. That was a 400 day, 500. I mean, NQ can move that much for sure. I just didn't want to push it. Also, it's important to keep in mind your 10's all the way down here though. Yeah, I mean, what's nice is I have puts that I bought today on a swing trade. So I have QQQM puts. Do you guys know what QQQM is? I don't think a lot of people do. Type a 1 if you know what QQQM is. Most of you probably like, I know QQQ, but what's QQQM? I'll pull up 2 charts here so you guys can see. Ugh, this is gross. Hold on. It's hard on the eyes. There we go. So QQQ is trading at, what does it say? Hold on, I need my labels. There we go. 480. And QQQM is just basically like a little less than half the price. So it's just a cheaper way to play the Qs. They're both by Invesco. They're both Invesco funds. So sometimes QQQ is definitely very pricey for options. QQQM is just a little cheaper. Some people play TQQQ as well. That's really cheap. That's like $70, but I like, yeah, that's leveraged though. This is a 3x leveraged ETF. So I just like QQQM. Looking good. Let me pull up my my position here. Tell you what I'm up at. I took, so right around here today, I took the August 193 puts at 235. That is what I did. And let's take a look. How do I see my positions? Here we go. Positions. Here we go. So I bought it at 235, and right now they're trading. I don't think that's correct. Let me look up on this. My broker's like glitching. Glitching. Stand by. What is NQ? So all NQ is just NQ is just the futures for the NASDAQ. That is all that is. All right. I'm going to pull this up for a sec. Because my other broker is being weird. So I bought the, oh, weird. I don't even see the August contracts here. That's concerning. Huh. That's weird. I bought an August contract and now I don't even see that in the chain. It's very weird. That's really weird. Okay, well, whatever. I'll figure that out later. Let's go back into NQ, guys. Sorry, we're wasting time here. Okay, so here's your 10 EMA long. Who's going to take it? Who's brave enough to take it? 60-point stop. I'm not doing it. I don't trust it. We got 15 minutes left on this live, guys. What else do you want to talk about? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Okay, here we go. When is the next live? I'm going to do it next week again. I'm thinking about doing it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I still have to confirm that. I'll let you guys know. I will let y'all know. Okay, so I finally got the pricing on the QQQM puts I bought. They're trading at $3, and I bought it at $2.35. So that is a 30% gain. They're up 30%. Not bad. Not bad for August puts. Okay, type of 1. If you're taking this trade right here, if this sets up as a 10 EMA long, which it looks like it's probably going to. Can you go over how to place a trade in TradingView? Sure. Yeah, so I'm linked right now. Okay. I'm in my accounts. And this is how I would take a trade. So here's a 10 EMA setup. I'm just going to like show you. I don't really want to actually take the trade. But right there, that's your order window. Okay. That's how you do it. Right there. So now I have the buy stop, right? And you have your target. You have your stop here. Okay. That's how you would do it. But like I said, I don't really want to take this trade, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. So you just click this and you press cancel. Okay? And that's how you get out of the trade. Yeah. In what situation would you not take the trade even if the candle is correct on either side? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Can you elaborate on that just a little bit? Got it. I've used other brokers, just not trading in TradingView. Cool, thank you. Yeah, so you just right click, trade, and that's how you do it. Now, kind of a cool like scalping strategy that I do sometimes is I'll wait for that 10 EMA break and then I'll just like take the first little pop. I don't really recommend that, but that is a scalp strategy. But like I said, I don't really want to take any long trades today. So I'm just going to cancel this. Unless you guys want me to. You want to see a 10 EMA long here? If you want to see me take a 10 EMA long, type a 1. Maybe you guys can convince me. But I normally wouldn't. I normally would not. Right there, we would have gotten triggered in. What do you guys think? Should I take a 10 EMA long? If I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do it on ES. Or I'm not on 11111. Jake wants to see it. It's hilarious. Callie wants to see it. Okay, I normally wouldn't take this trade, but since y'all are pressuring me, I'll do it.
Order filled.
All right, there you go. I'm in. Now, because I'm going counter trend, I'm going to be fast with this, okay? I'm not going to be super greedy. Right? I'm just going to be fast with it. So if we pop out into here, I'm just going to take it off. But watch, this trade probably won't work. And this will be a great example of why I don't do this. Why I don't go counter trend. Right? Because pink line, right? If we're below the pink line, you should not be getting long. Period. Period. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys. I'm telling you. It's not worth it. I guess why would you not take a trade if you could? What would stop you? A lot of things. I mean, you know, maybe if there's news about to drop or we're getting close to the market close, you know what I mean? Like I said, if it's not following my rules, which is this pink line, but Jake pressured me into this. I'm hoping I lose on this, so this can be a good lesson to teach you guys why you shouldn't go long in a downtrend. Like I said, I'm going to be fast. If this is going to work, it's got to work right away. Like my stop can be like right there, literally. Because this is a dumb trade. Any other questions you guys have? Fire away. Questions. Let me know what you guys are thinking right now. We're in this trade because Jake pressured me to get into it, even though it's a trade I wouldn't normally take. But hey, if we break above all this, this could be a good little scalp. So right now, there's not a lot of volume. See the volume down here? We want to see big green volume come in. We want to see a big green bar come through. Let's see what else the market's doing here. Let's see. So I'm just doing a 1-to-1 here. Yeah, I'll put my stop right below this. See what happens. This is just a little scalp trade, guys. A little scalpy scalp. Whew, look at that wick, though. That is powerful. Nvidia getting crushed today. Platinum doing its thing. Love to see that. I'm in a platinum long. Oil finally starting to pump, man. This thing was just down forever. Costco, dude. What a beast of a stock. You can see I had a triangle built back here. Absolutely insane. What a great trade if you took this triangle right there. What's getting slashed today? Apple. Where's Ethereum at? What's Ethereum been doing during all this? All right, Jake, how's our trade doing? Oh my gosh, it's starting to work. That's hilarious. That's actually funny. Okay, who said it about trailing it up? Who was that? Should we try to do that here? I don't know. I don't really want to challenge the trend. I just want to take this off. Like, you just got to act fast, guys. I'm only trying to get a little what is this? 20-point move. We'll make it 20 points. Yeah, just a little scalp. It's a little 20-point scalp, you know? Never hurt anybody. It's a little 20-pointer. Let's see, Jake. Jake, I'm not sending you this money if it wins, by the way. Sorry, bro. I already know I'm going to get a call. Dude, I give you that trade. Nah, dude. No way. Do you support and resistance? Yeah, I use support and resistance, of course. I mean, that's just like, you know, for example, like this trade that we took here. Let me see if I can find an example. So right there, this is a great example. That's support that turned resistance, right? So once we got under that line and we started coming up towards it, that's now resistance. We never even got up there, but that would be a big resistance level for sure. You know, if you're on a daily chart, I mean, this right here, kind of this zone, right? That's going to be a lot of support right there, because you're going to get the 100-day up there too. If this comes down, the 100-day will be there. It'll support. If we actually get down there, this would probably be a pretty good bouncing spot, in my opinion. So I use levels of support and resistance, but I also use moving averages. Okay. Who thinks I should just take it at target, and who thinks I should just trim and trail? What do you guys think for this? I just kind of want to take it at target. Like I said, this is counter trend. So I really just try to act fast. I'm not looking for a 50, 60 point target, 70, 80 point target. I'm looking for a quick 10 or 20. In this case, I'm just trying to get 20 points here. It's looking good. Anyone have any other questions? I got 1 minute left on this live. If once this hits target, I'm gonna get out and get off the live. But any other questions before I get off today? Joe, just follow your plan. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Follow that sucker. Let's see if it wants to do it.
Order filled.
Cool. Hit target. Jake, congratulations. You were right. But guys, just so you understand, I acted fast there, okay? We're below the pink line. If you're going to take a counter trend trade, just be fast about it, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed today. You know, it was fun for me. Really enjoyed it. We had a couple of really great trades. We had this one back here. That was a huge winner for a lot of you. And then we had another one back here. That was also a great winner. I took it off a little prematurely because we had this huge green candle and we had already moved 350 points for the morning, but that was still a good $800 win. This one I took in my smaller account. This is about a $150 win. And then we just took this little one right here. You know, a little counter trend trade. Normally I would not do that, but for the sake of showing you guys the 10 EMA and how it works, went ahead and did it, and my cousin twisted my arm. So hope you all enjoy it. You know why I can't trade M&Q on the 50K eval? You should be able to. You should be able to trade anything. Yeah, Callie would trail since you're already up. Trail using a 1 minute chart. For sure. That sounds like fun. I'm also just getting off the live too, so that's also why I closed it. But you were talking about how you walk away for 20 minutes sometimes. How do you avoid the market hitting your target and not being there to sell? Well, you would just have a limit sell. So limit sell, limit buy. You have your stop. It can do its thing. You don't need to be there. That's the beautiful part about limit orders. You do not always need to be present. All right, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I will let you all know when the next one's going to be. It'll probably be sometime next week, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'm going to try to do 2 days again. But sign up for Apex. It's awesome. Use our code. Look at the hair. Whew. Use our code, REAL. It's at the bottom there. You'll get a nice 80% discount. And guys, enjoy your day. If you're going to take any more trades today, any more, my personal opinion would be to take we're below the pink line. I just wouldn't mess around anymore today. If we get all the way up here, you could try a short there. That could work. We did close over. It looks like we're about to close over this, so things might be flipping bullish now. So it's up to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you trade power hour, just be careful. All right, guys. I'm gonna take off. Talk to you later. Enjoy the markets. Have an amazing weekend. What is that balloons that just happened? That's so funny. And yeah. Oh, you want to see the chart? There you go. If it gets up here, I'm saying, if it gets all the way up here before power hour, and we have an hour left, you could try a quick little short right there. But I don't know. I think we had a bunch of good trades today. I wouldn't mess around. If we do close strong over this and we come back into here, you could try a long, but like I said, guys, I don't mess around under the pink line. If you're going to take a long under the pink line, just make it quick like we did back here. Make it super quick. You know, because probably what's happening now is we had all the bears, right? And they're covering profits, but then they're probably going to reload again. You can't get stuck on a 1 minute time frame, guys. Look at like a 15 minute, for example, for a second. Like on a 15, this could turn around right now. You know what I'm saying? So just be smart about it. But like I said, if we get all the way back up here, that's where I would try again. Somewhere around there. for a short. All right, guys. Take it easy.